Remote work positively impacts organizational behavior and employee satisfaction. The rise of remote work has transformed how modern organizations operate, especially after global shifts towards digital and flexible work structures. With advances in technology and shifting employee expectations, remote work has become a prominent feature of organizational life. That brings us to our thesis for today. Despite challenges in communication, remote work enhances flexibility, autonomy, and job satisfaction, ultimately contributing to better organizational performance when managed effectively. So, increased flexibility and a work life balance. And that brings us to our first claim, which is remote work allows employees to manage their schedules more effectively, reducing burnouts and improving productivity. Bloom et al. 2015. So research indicates that flexible work arrangements leads to higher job satisfaction and reduced absenteeism. Allen et al. 2013. In addition, employees who balance family and professional responsibilities have shown improved focus during work hours. This flexibility enhances overall organizational morale and engagement. Secondly, increased flexibility and work-life balance. And this leads us to our second claim. Remote work empowers employees through autonomy, leading to increased motivation and creativity. According to the self-determination theory, autonomy is crucial for fostering intrinsic motivation. Ryan and Lisi, 2017. According to Gay and Jandisi, 2005, when employees are trusted to work independently, they develop stronger problem-solving skills. This dynamic promotes a culture of accountability and self-leadership. Challenges and solution in communication. And that brings us to a third claim, which is while remote work can create communication barriers, technology and leadership adaptability can overcome them. Effective digital tools and team building strategies improve collaboration and prevent isolation. Contreras et al. 2020. In this setting, organizations can use video conferencing, different chat platforms, and virtual teams to maintain cohesion and trust. Let us look at the COVID-19 pandemic. Remember that, right? When we had to be working virtually, working from home, practicing social distancing. And moreover, if I bring it home to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the eruption of the Lesser Frey volcano in 2021, we had to be using virtual teams, students had to be using teams, teachers had to be working from home. So this proactive communication strategy ensured that remote teams remained productive and connected. Potential drawbacks of remote work. So my esteemed opponents will argue that there are drawbacks of remote work. As an opposing view, they would argue that remote work weakens organizational culture and reduces the need for collaboration. Wang et al. 2020. And for evidence sake, we would say that studies suggest that physical separation may lead to feelings of isolation, which in turn may lead to decreased team bonding. On the other hand, in rebuttal, I would say these issues arise not from remote work itself, but from poor management and lack of intentional engagement strategies. That's according to Golden 2021. For evidence, I'd let you know that when leaders prioritize virtual inclusion, schedule check ins, and promote balancing of work life, remote employees will feel as connected and valued as those on site. Therefore, the success of remote work depends on the organizational leadership and structure rather than the format of the work itself. In summary, when effectively managed, remote work enhances flexibility, autonomy, and satisfaction, driving positive organizational behavior. Although communication challenges exist, strategic policies and intentional leadership can make remote work a sustainable model for growth and innovation. Wang et al. 2020. In an evolving world of work, institutions that trust, support, and empower their people will remain resilient and successful. These are my references. Thank you for listening.